Today on New England Living, we visit a unique waterfront property on the North Shore with spectacular ocean views and get an exclusive tour of a stunning duplex penthouse in the heart of downtown Boston. Plus, an historic renovation breathing new life into an aging home. It all starts right now on New England Living. New England has a style all its own. The people, the history, the culture. Join us as we discover the faces and places, the design and destinations, everyone and everything that makes New England extraordinary. I mean, does it get any better than this? Love the place you call home with New England Living. Thanks for joining us today on New England Living. I'm your host, Rachel Holt. First up, we're heading to Marblehead for an inside look at a modern guest house carved into the ocean's edge. Jim Gauthier is an interior designer and the man responsible for making this property shine. This is all about coastal New England. How did that factor into your decisions along the way?
The directive from the client was to really kind of do a departure from their main house, which was much more traditional. So we did a lot more contemporary elements here. Very clean, very little detail, no trim boards, drywall. We have high gloss ceilings. We have concrete floors. But then we also went into reference much more New England vernacular of like a fish shack and the gray old weathered boards that you might have found on a fish shack in any New England town. And we did a whole feature wall of this that hides everything from the TV to the dartboard to bookshelves.
You look at any of these windows, it looks like you're looking at a piece of art.
Right.
How are you working to bring the outside and that ocean view inside?
This house is truly indoor-outdoor. You're experiencing everything. It's built so solidly though, we don't hear anything, but boy, you see it. You can see the wind blowing in the trees, white caps on the waves. It's all right here. Each window is like a picture of the whole New England coastline. The lower area, actually the foyer in the front of the house, it faces the ocean. There's a little desk area. There's a sofa where somebody can go down, put their feet up, take a Zoom call, look at the beautiful view, which is amazing.
This house was built to be used year-round.
Right.
So how did that play into the decisions that were made along the way?
This isn't just a summer home. We had to add some elements to make sure it was cozy. We had a wood-burning fireplace in the corner so that it can be used in January and February. But the overall design element here is really the focus on the view and the outside. The Marvin windows are high-performance window. They both are great in winter weather, but they also are great looking because they're very simple and low profile. The black frame of the Marvin window lets the ocean and the view come in, and the window kind of recedes.
Another key partner in this project is builder Kevin Craddock. Why is it so important to pick the right windows for a project like this?
Well, in a coastal environment, we really need something that is high performance and can withstand driving rain, hurricanes, whatever. We're in New England, you know? With the Marvin signature line, we've got quality, durability, beauty, and also Marvin stands behind their product, so there's a great warranty.
Given the location here, how is it important to incorporate that coastal New England feel inside?
It's pretty critical, and opening these doors does it. It's got a beachy vibe, and you can really see and feel what's going on outside.
When someone stays here, surrounded by the windows, surrounded by this gorgeous view, what experience are you hoping they get?
We're hoping that they'll wake up to that view and say, this is amazing.
The entire guest cottage is really about that view. The windows are huge, they're practically floor to ceiling, and there's so much natural light in here.
Why was bringing this natural light in something that was so important here?
We all like to be outside, especially in summer here. But we don't have a very long summer season. So these huge windows, no matter what the day is like, help to bring the outside in. Most traditional homes in New England don't have the luxury of having these great windows. So this was a way to really capture where we are. And every guest that comes into the house knows they are oceanside. And they get to have this wonderful experience in this house.
The sliding doors leading right out into the patio, how is that helping to maximize the space and bring the outdoors in?
So to me, this is a really special design feature because on either end of this living space, this huge living space, you can kind of make the doors push right back. They really let the outdoors in. On a warm spring day, if it extends the living space, they hope to have parties and be able to open up the whole house, have tons of people in here to be able to enjoy the view and to enjoy the space. We like to make sure that things feel appropriate to their location. We want the colors to feel like their surroundings, like our environment outside. So we don't use bright pinks and corals and yellows up here in New England. We don't see that really in nature. We might see it in leaves sometimes, but for the most part, that's not the colors we see outside. So we really try to pull from what is around us in nature. It's one of our rules that we don't use lobsters in Florida or coral in New England because we don't have either one of those.
When you were coming up for a plan for all this, what was your vision for what experience someone would have in this space?
So we love things to function, to be ease of living, nothing's too precious. That's why even some of the finishes, the barn wood doors can take a beating and they look already rustic. The surface of all the furniture is kind of easy to live with. That's a real goal of ours in all of our design work. You can put a glass down and you don't have to worry about it sweating. It's an ease and comfort and relaxed way of living.
Coming up after the break, our real estate expert shows us an exclusive downtown property blending comfort with style. When New England Living returns after this.